What is up, YouTube? It's Fresh bringing you a brand new video. You know the vibes. Once again, we're back. I want to celebrate. We just had 2 videos hit 1K views. Crazy. So go ahead, keep liking, keep watching, and just keep supporting me. As always, don't forget to subscribe as well. Anyways, let's get into the video. So going off with our 3rd show, this is number 3. We're gonna have to go with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was a great show. I don't think I had anything I disliked about it. I thought it was good from beginning to end. It was a little quiet at times. I remember some episodes, I think it was like midway point 4, maybe 3. Some episodes were, maybe the 5th episode, I'm not really sure. Some of the episodes were really boring. I believe it was the episode where they were introducing his suit. Some episodes felt like they were really just filler. I mean, it was good filler, but it was just boring to the point where it was, a minute or 2 of that would have been fine. But, it was, I guess it was cool. It's just, for me, this episode, it took way too long for him to open up the suit. I think he had about like 10 times throughout that whole episode that he could have opened up the suit, and this man waited all the way up until the very last moments of the episode to open up the briefcase and look at the suit. And this brings me back to my original point. Marvel really messes up when it comes to like cliffhangers. I swear sometimes the cliffhangers just don't matter. Like, they could have just ended it off somewhere else. Like, they didn't have to make it a cliffhanger, but they did it anyway so we could wait for the next. I don't know why they do it. Like, I really think that happened a lot in this series and in Loki. But this doesn't make it a bad show. It's just, this is what separates it from being 1st, 2nd, or 3rd when it comes to the rankings. I'm just pointing out its flaws, but it was a great show. It was a great show. Obviously, I enjoyed it, but just when ranking it, when thinking about it over compared to the other shows, this is stuff that like made me go like, it wasn't the greatest. You know what I mean? It wasn't the best Disney Plus show. Having the Wakandan warriors in it, John Walker, all those different characters, is definitely like, it was an amazing show. Everything down the line just was really good. It had a complete ending, which the other shows didn't really have. Besides WandaVision, I feel like Loki didn't have a complete ending. So it was a really good show. It just, for me, it didn't interest me like Loki or WandaVision show, and I hope they come out with season 2. I know Captain America 4 is coming out. Anthony Mackie got his movie. Haha. Shout out Tom Holland. Anthony Mackie finally got his star movie about him. That's what's up. But anyways, going into number 2. So now number 2, I would say this is probably the most hardest choice for me because I like both Loki and WandaVision. I thought both Loki and WandaVision for the MCU, because when we're talking about MCU, like just the effect, the power both these shows held on the MCU, and like how much they're changing the MCU. I know Falcon and the Winter Soldier had its moments, and it's definitely changing the MCU by, by certain standards, but these shows changing the MCU on a cosmic level like this, without a doubt, they surpassed Falcon and the Winter Soldier for me, just by them going into more of the multiverse. Both shows going into magic, the cosmic entities, and just crazy stories, love stories as well. And they both are really good. So I want to go ahead and put Loki at number 2. The reason why I'm putting Loki at number 2 is because Loki, unfortunately, I felt like it was disappointing because it was so lackluster when it came to like mid episodes, and it was just like real filler episodes. Like, again, it was nice to watch and it was nice to experience it, but it's like one of those things where like you would skip that episode, you know what I mean, if we rewatched it. You wouldn't wanna, you know what I mean, like watch all that again. You would want to just skip to the good parts. And I know that Loki was a setup for the MCU. It was a setup for season 2 of Loki as well. But it really hurt the first season more, because even though they allowed us to get to know the characters, nothing really truly developed with all of the characters. We didn't get that ending where, like, you know, like the characters finally come together and now they have a set purpose. Basically, we don't know what happened to Mobius and Hunter B29 or whatever her name was. We don't know what happened to her. She could be completely erased and everything could have gotten changed in the finale. Or Loki could be in a completely different time variance reality that we don't even know about. So we have no idea, no clue on how these characters unfolded, but taking it from what we got, the love story between Loki and Sylvie, gone. We went through 3-4 episodes of them doing that to just erasing it, and them kind of feeling guilty about it but not really, and it kind of took away from everything. So in season 2 they're gonna have to rekindle all that, and then season 2 is gonna be the better season, and it's probably gonna be one of the best seasons from a Disney Plus show. But until then, this is what we got. And the first season was messed up because they were just trying to set up the MCU. With that being said though, Loki was one of the most entertaining shows just solely off of Loki. I feel like Loki could carry anything. He could be a whole movie if he wanted to. They could give him his own movie. Tom Hiddleston's a great Loki. But Loki did do a good job at progressing Loki's character development and the other characters as well. It did do a good job at that. I just feel like the finale kind of ruined what they progressed into. I just feel like, I don't know, it was some things that I just wanted to see that we're not going to be able to see until season 2, and it kind of bothers me, but at the same time it was a good show. And it's weird. You guys understand what I'm saying? Like, it was entertaining, but like just for the fact that like it was just so many cliffhangers, you know what I mean? Like every single episode was a cliffhanger, and then for them to not even give us some sort of satisfaction on the finale, it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like I don't even know how to feel about that episode. Number 1, you guys know WandaVision is number 1. Now this right here, this series was incredible. The love story obviously between Wanda and Vision was amazing. Them dealing with their problems, amazing. Wanda, you know, taking over the whole town and just seeing the effects it put on the people when they got put out of it was crazy. Agatha, you know, that character's amazing, as well as so many other characters. Monica Rambeau's, you know, it's just so many different characters. Oh, Agent Wu especially. Shout out my boy Agent Wu, bro. Like, it was just such a good show. It was really just, I feel like, and a lot of people hated on the first 2 episodes at first, but when you go back and rewatch WandaVision and you just see all the connections and everything that they set up towards the finale, that made it like so much better. And all the stuff they set up for the mid episodes, and it felt, you felt more completed after watching WandaVision than you did for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then you did for Loki. I feel like Loki was probably the least completed, I felt, since it was just pretty much an introduction for the new MCU and Kang. The memes, the culture behind it, just everything about it, them coming out with so many characters that I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see these characters appear again, you know. Wanda, and then the finale for Wanda, especially where Wanda is listening to her children, and that's gonna go into Doctor Strange and probably Spider-Man Far From Home. It was able to have a setup for the rest of the MCU and a completion, because it was sort of like, oh, she was with her family, she had to let go, she you know what I mean, she experienced the grief and the agony, and then was just able to get over it, surpass it, and then obviously came to her true form, then had let go of the town and gave everyone their minds back, and it was allowing us to see how powerful she was as well. And yeah, obviously the moments where it was just Vision and her trying to raise their kids and everyone trying to alert them and all these different things, and obviously White Vision coming into play now, and Vision being able to give him his memories and all the things like that. It's amazing to see, it's amazing to watch, and I just know Vision will be back and White Vision will be back. I'm not sure how everything's going to play out. I don't know if they're just going to keep Vision white for the remainder. He might be able to change his form. Who knows? It's going to be very interesting. I don't know if we're going to get original Vision for a while though. But again, like just the way it, and then they set up Monica Rambeau for Captain Marvel as well. Like it had good setups, and it was important to the MCU, and it had a completion, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I like from the Marvel Disney Plus series. If you're gonna set up Marvel movies, and if you're gonna set up the MCU, the whole entire MCU, and reshape the whole entire MCU, at least do it where the show story can be completed as well. I mean, Loki and Falcon, it was kind of hard to do that considering the circumstances Loki was under, and so the whole show was basically a setup for the MCU, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just what knocks it down a tier lower than WandaVision for me. And yeah, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I feel like, again, if it had that cosmic part of it, I would probably rank it higher, and even higher over Loki. But Loki just had so many cosmic moments that can't be underlooked, and really surpassed and took the cake on that one for entertainment. But yeah, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, great show. Great show. And I love how it shows everything that's going on Earth, and everything that transpires in the mind of Winter Soldier, Bucky, everything that's going on with Bucky, and how they're going to be able to introduce more characters into the MCU as well with John Walker. I felt like it was really good. But yeah, WandaVision takes the W for me. Go ahead and comment down below what you guys think. Do you guys think WandaVision was first? Please tell me your top 3 Disney Plus rankings in the comments. Again, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And peace out.